and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, the Miami Marlins kind of knocked Jason around inside Fenway Park. He got taken deep twice and had 3 runs total hit on him for 6 innings, but he held it to that. He got himself a quality start, and the Bo Sox bats have been going off lately, so he still got the win. How about that? Now, the Red Sox are about 2 games ahead of the Orioles in the American League wild card and 4 games ahead of the Astros in 3rd place, so we're still in it. We are definitely leading the pack as far as the wild card goes. Probably, depending on how the rest of August and September goes, we may or may not make it to the top of the AL East, but we're definitely trying. And don't look now, but guess who's leading the Cy Young voting right now? That's right, it's Mr. Jason Parham. And it's kind of funny because all season Jason has been fighting with Jameson Taillon and Clayton Kershaw for top-ranked value, pitcher war, in the National League. And as soon as he got switched over to the Boston Red Sox, he immediately started leading the American League. So, good on you, Jason. Way to go. So, yeah, what do we got? Looks like the pitching rotation actually got switched around a little bit, so Jason is actually throwing 3rd in the lineup now. So, assuming that holds up. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's number 3 in the lineup, so he doesn't get to pitch until this weekend. Bullpen day. What do we got? Slider stuff. That's all right, I guess. Two-seam. Not terribly interested. All these are fine, but, none of them is really helpful to what I need right now. What do I need right now? That's an excellent question. Let's see. I guess I'll go with, cut velocity, I guess. Might as well. Okay, so I'll be right back. So it looks like our next appearance is going to be against the New York Mets in Citi Field. Now, of course, Jason played on the Mets for the better part of, say, a year, so he didn't get a chance to play with them very much. The last time he faced them was on the Marlins as of summer of last year, and granted, he has kind of a limited set of appearances against him. He started 1 game, and he won that 1 game. He had a 2.57 ERA against him and a 2.20 WOBA. So, yeah, limited sample size, but we'll see how these guys have been doing since he's been away. And you might notice a little bit of silliness in the roster here. And that's because I'm going to play like it's the Players' Weekend. So, going to go with it a little bit. So, we'll be right in there and let's get it.
From Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Mets. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game, and how dominant? Picked up a double-digit strikeout total in his last start, and hopefully he'll bring that A game with him in the ballpark for this one.
Stepping into the box, Mason Ibarra. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
Now, if I'd had the opportunity, I definitely would have put these guys in Players' Weekend jerseys, which are inspired by Little League and high schools type uniforms with brightly colored elements and such. Unfortunately,
Here comes the first
MLB The Show 18 doesn't want us to have any fun whatsoever, so we're just going to play with silly nicknames in the regular uniforms. We clear on that? Okay, that's great. So now we got Tradem on the mound today. Jason Tradem, of course.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Here for one night only before they pack his bags for him and ship him off to, I don't know, Chickasaw Mountain or something.
Hot shot down the line.
And of course, you got Bricks on the plate, and Mason Ibarra, and behind the dish, we got our friend Blake Swihart, or Swy.
Ready on 1 and 2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
All right, what you got? Another slider, huh? Okay.
Here's another 2-2. Missed with a slider.
Okay.
Adam Eaton is on deck. He'll hit next.
Well, I'm not going to be too conservative with my showtime today, so I might as well throw that curveball.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
Good. At least that was a foul ball.
He'll try it again, 3 and 2. And that misses ball 4. So
that's the first walk Jason has surrendered in quite a while, I think.
Back into this one.
Yep. That's the first walk he surrendered since he played the Yankees while he was on the Mets.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Can of corn out there to left field where
Benny,
Mr. Benintendi, is standing.
With a moment
Not
here
a
in
problem.
Meadows,
One
let's
out.
meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Next up from New York, Kyle Seager. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates.
All right, way to go, trade him.
Definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball.
Ooh,
kind
golly.
of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused.
That's the
on
first
the
wild pitch Jason has thrown in quite a while as well. So much for the
second with one away.
So much for the double play ball there.
Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2.
How about your changeup?
Short. Simeon's got it.
And then you got Sauce over there at shortstop. Marcus Semien, of course. Throws it over to Zombo on first base. Randall Romero.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto. Opportunity for him here to pick up that.
Or excuse me, it's El Causa today. Jesus Aguilar.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that reminds me. Jason's going to have to bat today. We're in a National League park.
Ball 1. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Swing and a miss.
Ball and 2 strikes.
Now you got Scooter at the dish, Michael Conforto.
The 1-2.
Here's that cutter, high inside. Have a seat and get comfortable.
Mets leave one. They're down 4-0. The pitcher, Jason Parham, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He's set, and the pitch. Line toward the gap.
Oh, is it possible?
And the pitcher's got himself a base
maybe it
hit.
was just being on the Mets that made him such a
And now
bad
they'll have
hitter.
runners at the corners to start off the inning.
I mean, it's not like
Hey,
the
it's one
most
thing to give up
impossible
a
thing in the
pitcher
universe.
right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes BP 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
Now batting, second baseman.
Never say never, kids.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right.
Follow
by
your
him for
dreams,
the
and
first
you
down.
too can be an
Okay,
American
here's
League
how the
pitcher
Mets are
who
lining up
gets a base
defensively.
hit.
And let's take a look at outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Everyone knows this guy for light tower power and the ability to hit the ball out of the park. But the first time he burst on the scene was with a miraculous defensive play to save Jordan Zimmerman's no-hitter in Washington, D.C. Look for him to have an impact on the defensive side as well.
Now batting,
Striding in for Boston, Jackie Bradley Jr. reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
All right, Jackie. Let's go, JBJ. Let's do it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great
Jacob
looks
deGrom,
at
of
that
course,
slider
isn't
so
very
far,
interesting.
and
He doesn't have a
clearly
nickname.
they're all on the same page.
At least not
The
one
plan
that
is
he's
simple.
using on Players
Lay off
Weekend.
that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Right side. And that's by him into right field.
Hey, how
for a
about
base hit.
that?
And they'll add another. as
JBJ
this is now a
getting it done.
5-0 game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
Parham
Now it's Benny at the dish.
is over at first with one away.
Let's go, baby.
Fouling off balls, keeping the at-bat alive, making everybody a little bit nervous.
Hey, one away.
Another 1-2 delivery, and he fouls this one off.
Keeping things going over here. Eugenio Suarez right over here. How you doing, Eugenio? Been a while. I don't know why you've got Nicole on your jersey, but,
Fouled off.
you know, you do you, man.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
And Scooter out there in left field makes the play. Not Scooter Jeanette, of course, but Michael Conforto.
Here's J.D. Martinez.
And here comes
Previous
Flacco.
duels
J.D.
with
Martinez,
Small sample,
Mr.
perfect 1-for-1.
Silver Slugger DH of the year for the American League of pretty much the 3 last years in a row.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes. but
Okay,
he's just
so
not
it's
throwing
3-2
enough
on
quality
2
strikes.
outs, so everybody's running on this one.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul
And on this one,
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
Gavin
Once
Cicchini
again, a
behind the
3-2.
dish also has no
Big
nickname, so
strikeout
he's
there.
not terribly
They'll leave
interesting.
A couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on.
I mean, how good of an inning do you have to have, man? It's 5-0 going into the second.
It's the Red Sox 5 and the Mets nothing.
I mean, maybe Jacob deGrom can right the ship. And here's Steven Souza Jr., ladies and gentlemen.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hey, your pitch, get some wood on it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Try this cutter on for size.
Back up the middle.
Ooh,
and that finds its
right
way
past you,
through for a
Jay.
base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out
How'd
the
that
inning.
one miss you?
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
Oh, that looks right behind you, huh?
Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's
Well,
find
good
a
on
hole
you, I
somewhere.
guess.
That one right up the middle.
Digging in, Eugenio Suarez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right.
Ooh, he sprays it out to right field. And that's very likely going to come home.
Going here, runners at second and third to start the inning.
Okay,
Man,
Jay, you've worked
really
yourself into a little bit of
starting to
a
stick again.
problem
D-Roll,
spot
that
here.
extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Now we got the Plow Dog at the plate, Kevin Plawecki. See if he can't drive in some runs. I'm certainly not going to do him any favors just because he was my battery mate for the better part of a year.
Here's the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Could have sworn you'd gone there, man.
6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Ooh,
Yeah, he has
got
turned
hold
himself
of that
into a
one, and
really
it
nice
went
ball player.
deep.
I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Yeah, I think so. How about that low outside slider coming at you? Swing and a miss.
So here's how
Get
the
off
both
my
Sox are
plate.
positioning themselves defensively. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position.
D-Row, you dog, man. You are two-timing your new crush.
We already know he's an offensive force.
Digging in now, Gavin Cecchini. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Second baseman, Gavin Cecchini.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Cecchini, also known as Cheech, he was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Ooh,
Yeah,
how was that not a swing?
A really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Souza at third. Suarez is over at second with 1 down in the inning.
Fastball inside, swinging a miss.
For the second out.
Get out of
As they
here.
say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Guess that whole year of experience catching Jason's pitches didn't really help him learn his tendencies.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Second
And now
third,
we got
2
a
away.
pitcher hitting 302, man. Here's your silver slugger for the year, I'm thinking. Unless Mad Bum went and hit like 3 home runs again.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
2 balls and a strike to count.
Okay, 2-1. What are we going to do here? Inside fastball, maybe.
The 2-1. But pulled in at the hot corner.
Oh, right into the glove of Rafael Devers Carita, standing there at third, and that gets us out of it. No score. What a shame. Mets be Metsin'.
Digging in, Mason Ibarra. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
And here we go again. Bricks on the plate. Let's get it.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Ooh, I couldn't have grooved that any better if I'd tried.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here, need you right here, kid.
No contact there.
Swing and a miss.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to
swing and a miss?
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
Tied for first in wins. Now, we all need to remember that pitcher wins are entirely spurious, but if that's the metric by which you judge pitchers, then Jason's doing well in that metric too.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside.
And I didn't get a chance to say it either. Adam Eaton, mouse, standing on the plate now. He kind of vanished before I had a chance to talk about him earlier. Ooh, another center cutter.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
How about a curveball? Twitched at it. See what you guys are missing today.
The count now at 2-2.
Okay, so that's pretty much everything except the slider. So why don't we show you that too? Here it comes. Be ready. Oh, he sure was, and that got all up in Swihart's business. Now what? How about that fastball outside? Tapped that one. Okay, yeah, high cutter.
Another try at 2-2. So a full count now.
No,
you can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now the payoff.
Well, if I'm going to walk him, then I'm going to walk him. And if he's going to hit a dinger, he's going to hit a dinger.
The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready for another chance? Kyle Seager. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, well, guess what? Walks hurt your FIP, but home runs hurt even worse.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
And a can of corn like that's not helpful to anybody.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone.
Right on over to there to Benny in left field.
So striding in, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Man, this ump is doing me no favors today. I'm detecting a serious sense of NL bias here.
The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Eaton is off of first with 2 away.
Well, let's give you a slider inside and see what you can do with it.
Lifted the other way to left center.
And another can of corn to center field. JBJ out there making the play, tracking it down, saving the day.
Mets strand one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Jason can do it, man. I'm telling you. All you got to do is give him a bed for, 30 minutes, and he'll go out there and pitch for you.
First try.
Jason Parham.
Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center.
Are you kidding me? A multi-hit game for Jason Parham.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
The batter, second baseman.
I think Raga noted in the most recent stream that Jason's games have been going a lot slower, or going a lot faster ever since he went to the National League and stopped having to pitch, or stopped having to hit. My comment to him was, well, Jason's at-bats were only lasting about 30 seconds or so, so I'm not sure what kind of delay he was experiencing, but I don't know. All things considered, Jay has been hitting the ball pretty well tonight.
Line toward the gap in left center.
Oh, all right.
He's 2 for 3. Long throw to third. And he'll make it over to third base.
All right, Jay. That ain't quite a triple, but way to stretch it out.
Digging in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. Singled homer run in his last time up. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point.
DJ, obviously. DJ LeMahieu doing his job.
Misses, ball 2. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen.
Here we go, guys. Hey, your pitch right here.
The 2-2. Fouled away.
Hey, one down now, one down.
What do you say, Jay? What do you say, JBJ?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Very weakly on the ground.
And he is fouling stuff off like nobody's business. Come on, knock me in again. Or knock me in for the first time.
And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
These Red Sox, they're definitely fighters, man. They don't go down without
Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Don't go down without a struggle.
But judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Hey, let it rip one time. Need you right here.
And he fouls this one off.
There he goes again. JBJ knocking fouls. Frustrating the hell out of Jacob deGrom on the mound.
The next 3-2. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Going for that record, that Brandon Crawford record of most pitches seen in an at-bat. And he walks the dude. What a shame.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi.
And up walks Benny, Mr. Andrew Benintendi.
Put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5,
1 out, bases loaded.
Well, put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Come on, Benny. You got this.
Aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Let's go, slugger. Take one, Oppo.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield. And the
Or I don't know. Are you more of a pop? Are you more of a pull hitter?
Wow, talk about frustrating.
Either way, infield fly doesn't help anybody.
Loaded, a simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
How about J.D. Martinez? What are you going to do, Flacco?
J.D. Martinez.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
And we're 3-2 again, so I'm going to start running.
Second, Bradley at first, 2 out in the inning.
Come on, J.D. Give me something to shout about.
And another foul ball.
Take a walk if you have to, but...
Hey, need a strikeout right here. It's your guy.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second.
And Jason's going to run home today.
And not in time.
And so is...
And the second run
Who is that, DJ? Yes, it is. DJ LeMahieu. That's a 2 RBI single from J.D. Martinez.
1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions.
And I got to imagine that's going to be Jacob deGrom's day right there. Because he's at 100 pitches through like 4 innings.
Steven Souza set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And now it's 7-0. Wow.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Taken in.
I thought Jay was having kind of a rough day so far, even though he hasn't allowed any runs. But, yeah, 100 pitches through 4. Not good. Not good at all.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
So what do you say, Suarez? What do you like? What do you want? What can I do for you today?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul.
Sprayed that off to the right.
Strike 2 now.
But he was late on it. So how about low outside cutter, perhaps?
And he struck him out.
Oh, strike out looking. Change the channel, sir.
Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Up next for the Mets.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Yes, he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, get a good one.
Well, what do you say, Plaw Dog? You want another one? You might.
Hey, we got 2.
Might not be a very good one to hit.
Popped him up. LeMahieu is there for
No, indeed. Not a good one to hit.
And the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0.
We're doing it. We're making it happen.
He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And the inning begins with a quick out.
And then you got Carita, Rafael Devers throwing it on over to El Causa. He's Jesus Aguilar over at first.
And we see that these guys are currently 2nd in the AL in that department.
Yeah, and Jason's been taking a bit of a beating in the ERA department.
Now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
And would you look at that? It's Country Mile, Mr. Ruben Street. Dude, I almost never see because he always pinch hit for Jason in games. So I don't know what he's like.
And a ball 1-0. The numbers, 282 to start play. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. No runs, 2 hits, and no
okay,
errors
you're just
on
going
the
to
Mets
stand there and
line
watch,
score so
huh?
far.
Well, how about a change-up, just so you don't get too comfortable with that high-speed heater, even though 94 is not that high of a speed for a heater. That looked like good timing on that. He just missed on it.
Your pitch, your pitch.
Or maybe he was early. Okay, fair enough.
Hey, come on, big guy, get your pitch.
The 1-2.
How about a slider?
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count
you
levels
held
at
up?
2-2.
How did you hold up on that one? Good on you, I suppose, but still a little surprising, I suppose.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
Little pop up. Is it possible? Can Carita get it? No, he can't.
Another 2-2 offering. Swing and a
Change
little
up,
tap
low in the
That's a
zone.
foul ball.
Tapped it. Getting a little annoyed with you now.
Let's go right here.
The 2-2 one more time. Is taken, ball 3.
Nope.
Mason Ibarra is on deck.
I'll walk you if I have to, man. Don't think I won't. I'd much rather not, but if I have to, I will. So, curveball, low inside corner.
Softly hit out to short.
And
Gets dirty, but he can't
I'm not
get
sure
there,
what
and it's
that
into
was
center
from
field.
my shortstop, Mr. Marcus Simeon, Sauce over there at shortstop.
Soft liner in his center field.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mason Ibarra.
And here's Bricks again.
Ibarra.
Hey, let's roll 2.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the third base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
That's foul. That's just fine. He was late on it, so let's try another fastball, perhaps.
He's set, now the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that
Swing
one.
and a
He's in control,
miss.
0-2.
Hey, come on, big dog.
He had good timing on that one. There's no question.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That was close. That was a lot closer than I expected it to be.
2-2.
High cutter? Nope.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Full count now, 3-2.
We
Ooh,
could see
good
the runner
eyes.
in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyway.
Oh, and you
Here's a
caught
changeup in
looking
there for a
again.
called third strike, and
Get
that's
off
the
my
second
plate.
Out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes.
That
for
was
the
just
second
a
time.
great pitch
Yeah,
there.
that pitch was right
I don't know
on the
what you're
black.
complaining
Beautiful
about.
pitch. Even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Starting to get a little worried about Jay. He seems to be losing location a little bit.
Lifted the other way down the left field line.
Waiting on it.
Can of corn over there to Benny in left field, and that gets me out of it. 5 innings in the books.
Mets lead 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Paul Sewell gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Settling in now, Jason Parham getting to hit for himself here.
I'm pretty sure Jason's more or less doubled his batting average today.
First pitch coming, here it is. Line drive to left. And again,
Are you
he's got
kidding
himself
me?
a base hit, make it 3 for 3.
Wow.
The leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
And I'm sure the Mets fans are wondering where he was keeping that bat during his stint with the Mets. My goodness.
The opposite way, and that's It's in there, base hit.
I don't think I'm going
And
to run on that
will
one,
go
though.
no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to
So
swing it
DJ
like this,
doing
it
his
just
job
doesn't matter.
once
They bring in
again.
a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
The 1-2.
Come on, JBJ.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And a sliding attempt at second, but he can't.
Well, I'm going to go home on this one.
That ought to be a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner
Oh, yeah.
scores from second. It's 8-0.
Jay, that's 2 runs on the day for you. Well done, sir.
Singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th
Keep
or
getting
9th
it
to
over,
try to
Jay.
wake the
That's
bats
what we
up.
need.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count.
And that's right into the shift.
And that's out number 1.
Second base DJ over to El Causa at first, and that's 1 out.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First offering on its way.
Curveball's not working for me tonight, so it'll be the changeup.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Low and away fastball, perhaps. I know you called high, but I don't think I... What do I have to give up except a home run?
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Martinez has a read on it.
And instead, I get a can of
2
corn.
down.
And that one looked like it was never coming down. My goodness.
Now at the plate, Steven Souza. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Steven Souza.
First pitch on its way.
How about that slider
High
first pitch?
slider that he takes a look at.
Snuck that right into the zone. That's cool.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not
Well, that was in the middle of the zone, and he didn't do anything with it.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
How about that changeup, low inside? Very likely that this is going to be Jason's last
This
inning.
one's down to third. Devers fields it
They
cleanly.
might keep him out there for another one, but at 84 pitches, that's a pretty full day of work for
Down
Jay.
in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score.
But never say never, man.
Ready once again, Jason Parham. He singled his last time up.
What do you say, Jay? You want to go 4 for 4?
First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
2 down now.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Ooh, that changeup,
That's a
though.
huge pitch for him right there. He's been
Filthy.
struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
Another changeup, perhaps?
The 1-2 is taken high above the zone.
I don't know
No.
if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
This is flared up towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his
You're
reach
not
and
kidding
into
me.
the outfield.
It is a 4-hit game for the pitcher, Mr. Jason Parham.
You're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And then he walks DJ, loads the bases with 2 outs.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Ooh.
Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul
Man,
ball.
that would have been spectacular, but unfortunately it did not stay fair.
2 out, bases loaded.
Jackie Bradley Jr. doing what he does best, apparently, which is foul things off into the stands.
So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side
Oh, well.
is retired.
I did my job, man.
Red Sox
What's your excuse?
On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Red Sox on top, 9-0. Ready for another shot now. Eugenio Suarez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
See if this changeup does you any good. It does.
And a good throw gets
right over to DJ, gets it over to El Causa, and that's 1 out.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Plawecki. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Here comes the Paw Dog again.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Oh, I don't like that pitch.
1 out,
I guess it could have been worse, but yikes. Low outside cutter. That's not outside, but the effects were fine, I suppose.
Put him away. Give him your best.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
How about a curveball?
But he'll hold back here.
No?
It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
High inside fastball, perhaps.
To give in, and the
fouled it off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Slider.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Way outside. Not helpful to anybody.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Get
this
off
pitching
my
staff
plate.
has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Soak it in, Jay. You're having a great day for a change. First one in a while. I mean, I guess the day with the White Sox was okay too, but that Wellington Castillo home run kind of dampened the celebrations.
Gavin Cicchini. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there.
Okay, Jay, you got this. High outside cutter.
For strike number 2.
Swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Here we go now.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time. But
that's no good.
1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Okay. Yeah. Try that changeup once again.
Cue shot here out towards short. And now
that got it over to shortstop.
And he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, that's not going to get him out.
Effort, and that ought to be scored an infield single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first
Marcus
hit of the game
Semien,
here, and that'll
Sauce, just couldn't get it over there in time.
He didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water.
And that's going to be Jason's day there, I'm afraid. So that's going to be 6 2/3 innings scoreless, pending the last out of this inning.
The part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the
well, good job nonetheless, Jay.
And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Robbie Scott takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Well, don't let anybody say you didn't earn your pay today, Jay. My goodness. 4 base hits and then 6 2/3 shutout innings. That's a full day for any pitcher. But we'll see if the Boston Red Sox can hold it. Survey says...
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing.
Well, this was a fine turnabout of fortune for Jason Parham today. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, allowed only 4 hits and 2 walks, but surrendered no runs today, and more importantly, no home runs. Collected 7 strikeouts on the day. His ERA goes to 2.72 on the year. His FIP is at 2.69, and his xFIP is at 3.23. He goes to 16-6 on the year, and he approaches tie record of 25-26 in his career. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.